Yo, welcome to Let's Talk Sports, y'all. I'm your man, aka the Apostle, and we're gonna dive into this NFL situation. We got a lot to get into, but before I bring my guests on, let me just get to it. Let's get to it. Matter of fact, no, we're not gonna start there. We're gonna start with yesterday. Lamar Jackson clearly put the whole. I think he shut that. He put the league on notice a while ago, but he shut down the whole MVP talks. The MVP conversation is completely over. It should be Lamar Jackson by none. The Baltimore Ravens are the team to beat the NFL, and they closed it in unbelievable fashion. So we starting off with Baltimore, Lamar Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the door slammed shut, sealed completely that they are the league's number one team, and he is the league MVP. And what's your thoughts on that?
No question. No question. Well, you're not gonna have no complaints from me. Like I don't want to do that. I told you so, but I told everybody what it was gonna be. So
You
I
did.
think he's the league MVP. I think, and the reason I think so is it's not just because I'm biased, but every narrative that you could create, he kind of destroyed it. He destroyed the 49ers narrative with Brock Purdy. He just destroyed the Tua narrative with the Dolphins. Earlier in the year, the Lions narrative, like every narrative that has been thrown his way, he kind of he did it. He destroyed it, and he did it with great fashion. His numbers that he's been putting up the last 5 games are amazing. I mean, what was it? 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions before he went into the game last night. Like, it is what it is, man. So yeah, there's no complaints on me. Lamar Jackson MVP.
Lamar Jackson MVP. They are the league's number one team. They can legitimately sit their starters next week, don't play at all, and still
Exactly.
have the best record in the league. By far, they got home field advantage. Listen, Baltimore, you got big time football coming your way this year. Y'all got two playoff games coming your way, and both of them should be divisional, and one for the chance to go to the Super Bowl. So, how do you feel about your chances of going to the bowl? And is there a threat in the AFC for you?
The only threat in the AFC for us is the Browns. The Cleveland Browns remind me of the Super Bowl Eagles,
I heard
2017
that this
Super Bowl
weekend. I heard
Eagles.
that weekend. I heard that weekend. This weekend.
Yeah. And what I mean by that is the quarterback goes down and a guy comes up that people just really didn't think was going to make that much of a difference, and he makes that much of a difference. The injuries kind of held them back, and now they kind of playing together and they're gelling. Right now, they what 11-5? What are they?
Yeah,
11-5?
yeah.
Yeah, like I was shocked. I told you in the beginning of the year. I told you in May that they wouldn't be a factor. I said that. I said that it was going to be between us and the Bengals. I did not expect.
So we both got our "I told you so" moment, huh?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did,
yeah. No,
I did,
facts,
I
facts,
did,
facts,
I,
facts,
I
facts.
did, I did warn you about Cleveland. But listen, I didn't see this coming. I'd be lying. Anybody say they could script this up for Cleveland, you making up stuff. Let me say this, man. What Cleveland has done, understand you may want to give it to somebody, but you got to give Cleveland coach of the year.
Got to. You have to. You have
Have to
to.
get that man coach of the year. They're 11-5, bro, and they didn't do it just by playing anybody. They beat the two top teams in the league.
They did. They did. They did.
They beat the two top teams in the league.
They
You
did.
know
They
what I
did.
mean?
That's why they're the only team in the AFC that I'm like, if we play them, I'm actually going to be like sitting on the edge of my seat for that game. If we're not up by 21, I I'm not going to feel good because Joe Flacco, he been playing like something right now, man. I'm not going to hold you. Joe Flacco been doing his thing, and he going to come
Be
back to
more. I'm gonna tell
Baltimore.
y'all something. I'm gonna tell you something. Be more. Listen. Be more. Joe might be tight with y'all. Joe might be tight. Y'all might be his motivation. Y'all might be his motivation.
No, I'm not going to hold you, brother. I'm going to keep it a bean. I think that no matter what happens, Baltimore is cool with whatever happens. We love Joe Flacco. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore is cool with whatever happens. Hopefully, we don't have to play them, but if we do, Lamar just gonna have to students to pass the master. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be. Joe Flacco gonna have to pass that Baltimore torch.
I guess we got to see how, because see they definitely would play the number 5 seed, so they're definitely playing the winner of the AFC South, unless unless Kansas City loses and something else happens. It looks like Cleveland is going to be playing either, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't think Kansas City want to play them anyway. So Kansas City or Jacksonville or let me say this, y'all. The AFC South is up for grabs.
Nah, it really is. It really is.
The
Because the
AFC
fourth the fourth
South.
seed not locked up yet, is it?
Well, here's the situation. Here's the situation. Kansas City is 10-6, right? So
Right.
if they was to lose the last game of the season and go 10-7, I do believe that leaves the door open for whoever wins the South because all three of them are 9-7. So
Right.
that AFC thing is wide open. So if Kansas City wins, then whoever wins the South will play Cleveland. And I don't know. I don't like the way none of them, the way all these teams in the South are playing up one week, down the next,
Right.
spectacular one week, trash the next. I don't know. So it could get shaky over there. Cleveland would definitely take that. And then from there, they would probably go to you.
Yeah. Yeah. That could potentially be our first game.
And unless one of the other teams from the lowest win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which is
yeah. I mean,
possible.
obviously we're gonna play the lowest seed, but I I I really think that's gonna be our first game is against the Browns. Which I'm not too upset about. That's kind of how the cookie crumble. I mean, last year, who did we go up against? The Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we
But that
keep
was with
running into
Tyler
our
Huntley. That
yeah,
was with
we
Tyler.
keep running into our own. So I'm cool with it. I embrace it. We get to break the tie, and I feel like whoever breaks the tie, they got a good chance of going to the Super Bowl, man. I think outside of Cleveland, it's no AFC team that scares me right now. So it is what it is.
That's valid. That's valid. That's valid. That's valid. So, right now that's the AFC playoff picture with Baltimore definitely number one. Lamar Jackson's the MVP. We can end them discussions right now. We know who the best team in the league is. We know who the best team in the AFC is. We know who the league MVP is. And we just identified Cleveland as their biggest threat. Now, let's go over to this NFC side. And before we even get into the 49ers, they locked everything up. Before we get to the call heard around the world, because everybody want to dive on that. Before we get to the call heard around the world, and that it's a lot to hold on, it's a lot to peel back in that. Matter of fact, let's go to that. Let's go
Let's
to that.
do it. Let's do
Let's
it.
go
Let's
to
do it.
that. All right. So everybody saw the debacle that happened in the back at the end of the game of the Cowboy Lions game, right?
Right.
Now, but I want everybody to keep in context, and I'm gonna ask you the same. To keep in context is this: yes, the call on the 2-point conversion was 1,000% bogus. Yes, what the refs did was 1,000% bogus. No argument here. I
Right.
never once denied that that was not a bogus call. I never once denied that that's not what happened. That's not what I'm talking about. My problem is we cannot overlook the phantom tripping call that got called right before the 2-minute warning. Because if they don't throw that bogus flag, the game is over.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
See what I'm saying? That's the
Facts.
point that people keep trying to leapfrog that. You can't say, well, no, we're just going to worry about what happened in the end zone. No, 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 no.
Nah, because it don't even get to that. It don't even get to that without that happening.
Exactly. The
So
game
yeah,
is over. The
yeah,
game is over. You know what I mean? So they had the ball. For those that don't have, this is exactly what happened. They got an interception at like the 30-yard line by Donovan Wilson. The next play, they handed off to Tony Pollard. He gets 7 yards, and we're going to the 2-minute warning. So it's 2nd and 3. Detroit got 2 timeouts when we come out of the 2-minute warning. A flag comes out. Everybody's looking around. What's going on? They call tripping, right? The league officials looked into the call. Now they said not only was the call not supposed to be on Dallas, it was supposed to be against Detroit. How do you do that? How
crazy,
do
right?
you do that? How does
Crazy.
that happen? I mean, what I'm saying, because this game ain't just no regular game. This game
Nah,
is
this
for
game got playoff
this game
implications.
is for who can possibly get the 2 or the number 1.
Right.
This game is for who can win the NFC East. It's too much on the line for you to make bogus calls.
Nah, facts.
Now,
Facts.
so what I'm saying to everybody is yes, what happened in end zone, bogus as it gets. But the call before that is what created the situation because the game is literally over. If you telling me we can't get 3 yards in 2 plays, you drunk.
Nah, facts. I agree with you 100%. I was at the bar arguing with somebody about that, and I literally said a lot of times people look through this closed lens or this one-eyed lens, and it's like you can't do that in football because how did we even get to this point of the game if the Cowboys had the ball first and then all this stuff happened? Because if we're being honest, like you said, if that penalty doesn't happen, y'all run the ball again, y'all get another first down. They call a timeout. Y'all start kneeling. It's game over. We don't even have to
Game
worry
over.
about this situation happening.
Now, like I told Cowboy Nation, yes. Am I concerned about the team going into the playoffs? Absolutely, because that was a horrid performance. That game, we should have had that game over by halftime with the opportunities that we had.
Who are they playing next? Who are the Cowboys playing next?
The Commanders.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be a hard game, but they'll beat them. Where are they playing them? Are they playing them in DC?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be tough, but they're gonna beat the Commanders. They're gonna beat
Wait,
them.
wait, wait. Who? It's gonna be tough for who?
It's gonna be tough for the Cowboys. It's always tough when they play them.
Nah, they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight.
It's not gonna be a fight. It's
No,
not.
they're gonna fight. No, they're gonna fight. They're gonna
It's
fight.
not. It's not. It's not. It's not.
It's
It's not.
not that. Listen, that's not the nature of them. They're gonna fight. They're gonna
I hear
fight.
what you're saying. The Cowboys are going in there. They'll be confident in their win. And the Commanders are going in there just trying to get out of the season. It's not the same. They're not even competing for the same thing. You got some guys that will compete for contract purposes, but other than that, it's not even gonna be a competitive game, man. Y'all might win by 30. Like it's not gonna be competitive at
Well,
all.
I hope you're right, brother. I hope you're right. But here's the thing about all of this. Now, before I get to the playoff implications, I do gotta say something. Something needs to be said about CD Lamb. I gotta say something about CD Lamb. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna give his props for breaking those records, the Cowboy records. I'm gonna give him props for having a big game. What I'm not happy about is that fumble he had that went out the end zone and became a touchback. You cannot do that. You cannot have that going into the playoffs. He absolutely put us in a bad situation. He had a great game, but that can't happen. That can't happen.
I think 200 and some yards made up for that.
No, no,
Yeah, I'm about to say
I mean,
they even
I
drug
mean,
tested him after the game. They even drug tested him after the game. He
bro.
had a
But
good. His
Bezel,
game was
Bezel,
so good.
Bezel, Bezel. Here's the thing about it. You get that. You're 1 yard away. You get that touchdown right there. Now we up by 2 scores. Now we playing the game we want to play. Because Jared Goff is gonna give us. Jared Goff is gonna give us one. See, Jared Goff is gonna give us one. Now we playing the game we want to play. See, but you fumbled the ball. It score stays 7-3. They pull a fake punt, reverse the field. All kinds of stuff happened. Now listen. In the first half, the defense did everything they could for the Cowboys offense. They held Detroit to 3 points. Yes, they fell apart in the second half, but to Michael Irvin's argument that I agree with, you shouldn't have been in it. We shouldn't have been still in the game. You hold your opponent to 3 points and a half, but that offense, you supposed to be up by 2 scores at
Yeah,
halftime.
yeah. I looked at that halftime score. I was a little confused, man. I
yeah.
was a little confused.
And my two culprits for that score being that way, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. You gotta you listen. You can't have turnovers, homeboy. You can't. With Cowboy royalty in the building, with Cowboy royalty in the building, you fumbling, you giving with Cowboy
Hey, man,
royalty in the
the game shouldn't have been that close, man. That was a crazy
building. Man,
game.
y'all listen. If ever was a game y'all supposed to show off, that was it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so with
Eh,
that being said, I am very concerned about the playoffs. I'm very concerned. Very concerned. I did not like the way that game looked. You cannot walk away with that from that game as a Cowboy fan feeling good about that team, about the team. You can't. Or the coaching.
Wow. I mean, they beat. Uh, I ain't gonna. I don't even want to say a legit Detroit team, but a good Detroit team. They beat them, regardless of what the game is measured on wins and losses, not by 1 point, 2 point, 10 points, or whatever. This is not college football. They beat Detroit. It's just what it was. They beat them. CD Dam put up over 200 yards, dog. He put on a show, a clinic.
and then
200,
got
two
he put up
hundred.
so many yards. He got drug tested right after the game.
All right.
Just
All right.
exactly.
Give me everything but the fumbling. We're good. Love
But
them
you
though.
got it.
But
But you got to take the good with the bad. You got to take
I'm
the
gonna
good.
say I will say this too. I was wrong about CD Lamb. That's what Brian wanted me to admit. I was wrong about CD Lamb. I
And
was
I'm
on
not a
record.
Cowboy fan. I'm not a Cowboy
He's
fan.
not definitely not a Cowboy fan, but I was wrong about CD Lamb. I'm definitely glad to have him on the team. I need the offensive coordinator to work better plays, and we'll see. Now, I don't know what happened in Philadelphia yesterday. I don't know what happened in Philadelphia yesterday. I'm
Head
still
scratcher,
trying to
wasn't it?
figure. I'm still trying to figure out. I wasn't even looking at the game. When I looked up and saw the pick six, I said, "Oh, they about to boat race Arizona." Now, what I was paying attention to, y'all, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was watching that Giants game closely because I wanted to see how the Giants was gonna look coming to for when the Philly come to them next week, right? Because the way Giants played the Rams yesterday, hey Zeus, the way Giants, did you see?
Hey, look, y'all. But you heard what I said though. Look. I told you.
Hey, Tyrod was fresh.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen, they went for two. They went for two instead of tying the game up at 26. That's the only reason the Rams got out of there because they
Right,
went for
right,
two.
right,
And
right.
then the dude for the Rams for the Giants missed the field goal at the end of the game. But that being
And the
said, the way
Rams
that
like one of the hottest teams in football right
this
now, right?
what I'm saying is the way the Giants played yesterday lets me know Philly is in one next week.
But I
Now,
told you that. I
you
told you that
facts, you did
3
tell me
weeks
that.
ago. Yeah, like
You did tell
it,
me that.
it was a lot of people that was saying like, there's no way the Cowboys gonna catch up to the Eagles because the Eagles gonna. I said, bruh, they gotta play the Giants twice. And you saw what happened the first time they played the Giants, how close it
But
was.
but here's the crazy part about yesterday. Back to Philadelphia. You were up by 3 scores at home. At home.
I've been told y'all, man. I Philly is good. I'm not taking nothing from Philly. They went to the Super Bowl last year, but I just think they flawed, man. And
Watch
especially
this.
that defense. I don't understand.
Watch
I
this.
don't.
Watch this. See, let me tell y'all something though. Watch this. Watch this. Everybody keeps saying one player can't make a difference on the team. Yes, they absolutely can. Ever since they let that D tackle go to the 49ers, they've been sus. You know what I'm saying? Remember last year when he got hurt in the middle of the year, them couple games, everybody was running over top of him up the middle. They let
They
that
flawed.
man. No. See what I'm saying is this. Now you understand when you got a D tackle that can put up double figure sacks, you never let that person go. That is football golden. That is football gold. You feel me? The 49ers got their D tackle is hurt and he's playing in their place right now. So they're allowing their other Pro Bowl D tackle to rest while Hargrove is putting in work over there. If you got a D tackle that can put up double figure sacks, you don't never get rid of him because that means the fact that he can penetrate the line like that means he controls the run game and he can get to the quarterback. Those guys you keep forever. And you just let that man walk out the door like, yeah, we're just going to draft a rookie to take his place. And though the dude was doing all right, he ain't no Hargrave, is he?
But see, here goes back to like a couple of weeks ago, we was having a conversation. And people was making it seem like the Eagles was like a shoo-in for the number 1 seed of the NFC East. And I'm like,
They had
based
the
on the
best
way
record
that
in the league. They had the best record in the league at the time.
but based on their play style, the way they was playing, and you and I have had this conversation. And when I said that the Cowboys have a good chance of catching them, the Eagles had already lost 2 in a row. We went with the rest of the Eagles schedule. I was getting pushed back. Not from
Facts.
you, but I was getting pushed back.
You
I
did.
was like, they got to play the Cardinals and the Giants twice. The Giants could definitely steal one. And I said, don't be surprised about the Cardinals. Everybody,
I always
the
said the
Eagles going.
Cardinals.
People were saying, the Eagles going, blah, 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 blah. You had folks in the comments, the Eagles going, blah, blah, blah. Look at where they at now. The Cowboys, if the playoffs started today, the Cowboys are over top of Philly right now. And you still got one more game to go. Cowboys control their destiny right now. And you looking at the Giants, they
They
only
control
lost.
their destiny and who they play.
Yeah, and they play the Commanders. They about to walk in there and stomp a mud hole in them. Like, what are we talking about?
Yo, they
Meanwhile, the
about to,
Giants want get back
I don't believe
on
that,
the
man.
Eagles.
They're going to fight. They're going to fight.
They're
They're
not gonna
going to
fight.
fight.
wait a
They're not
minute,
gonna
wait a
fight.
minute, wait a minute. Now you've been sipping on something, and you say you don't drink. You've been sipping on something. Who gonna fight?
The
Who gonna
Commanders are.
fight?
Who
They gonna fight
who?
for what?
They're
How?
gonna fight for contract. They're gonna fight for their contract. That's all. You're gonna have some
Listen,
contract guys out there. That's
no,
all. You
listen.
got some contract guys out
It
there. That's
doesn't even.
it.
let's just say they did want to fight. Let's just say they wanted to fight, which wouldn't even matter. Now, coming from a person who pulls for the Commanders, it wouldn't even matter if they wanted to fight. Dallas is just better than them. Period.
There's only gonna be two. It's only gonna be two guys on the Commanders team that's fighting, and that's Terry is gonna be fighting, and Antonio Gibson is gonna be fighting. That's it. That's it.
Doc, listen. The verdict is in. You feel what I'm saying? Like the Commanders right now, they have to get their top 3 spot. Right now, they're in the top 3 spot. They going for one of them 3 quarterbacks. They cannot fall out of that place. With new ownership, they have to pick a quarterback. That's what they want to pick.
Exactly.
Not fall out of 4th place. They cannot fall into 4th or 5th. If they want one of them 3 quarterbacks, they cannot fall out of that place.
It's not gonna be a run heavy game tomorrow. They're setting Sam up on purpose. Tomorrow, Sam is gonna throw for at least 35 attempts. At least 35 attempts. He's gonna throw 35 attempts. He's gonna go 20 for 35 with 2 interceptions tomorrow. Watch. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. They playing for picks, and whoever wants to contract.
Right, man. I hope y'all right, brother. I hope you're right.
Hey, let me ask you this though. I've been doing a lot of I told you so. Have I been wrong about any of my predictions yet in football? Not boxing, football. Have I been wrong about any of my football predictions yet?
Well, y'all was wrong. You said you thought we was gonna boat race Detroit. You were wrong about that, but yeah.
I was wrong about that.
That's it.
Yeah, but other than that, everything else has come to fruition. Like I said, was going to happen. So, the way I see it, we talked about this earlier. The Cowboys could potentially be number 2, number 3 seed. You know what I'm saying?
2-3 don't matter to me. 2-3 don't matter to me. I ain't tripping on.
I know who y'all don't want to see. I know who y'all don't want to see.
The 49ers.
I don't. You know what? I think the allure of the 49ers is over, man. We can.
That's you. That's you.
That allure is over, man.
That's you. You muted.
Zale, you muted. Zale, you muted.
My bad, Zeus. Let me say this. I was all on the 49ers as a machine. Dallas just can't. They can't get past the 49ers. But right now, this 49ers team, this product that they putting out right now, they look flawed too.
They look real flawed. The 49ers look flawed, bro. Flawed.
Yeah.
And when I said we was going to beat them, no. When I said we was going to beat them, that wasn't just because I'm a fan. And then you called it perfectly. Brock Purdy is 5'7". Like, stop playing, man. Like, you mean to tell me all of these defensive ends and defensive tackles out here that's 6'2", 6'3", just don't think to play big?
Put your hands up.
Face. Right. Yeah. Be big. Like, nobody's doing it, and we the first team to do it this season, and we stomp a mud hole in them, and then they go play the Commanders to get a get back game. Like, they've been exposed. You've exposed them for what they are.
Okay. Listen. But who you say we don't want to play though, other than the 49ers? Who you say?
I'm gonna be honest. Y'all don't want to play the Rams. Y'all don't want to play.
I think it's the Rams.
I think it's the Rams.
The Rams is a very dangerous team.
Listen, and I heard what you said, AK. I get it. Y'all own the Rams. I get it. Y'all own the Rams every regular.
No, we don't own them. No. We don't own the Rams. We own Matthew Stafford.
Right. So and this might be the craziest playoff scenario that we've seen in a while in football. This year, everybody's jumping, everybody's going up and down. Teams that we never even thought would even see the playoffs is the 5th seed, 6th seed, all that.
I get that part, right? You do realize, right? Legitimately, they should have lost to the Giants yesterday.
Yeah.
They should have lost to the Giants.
But that don't matter.
Yesterday.
Listen. But here go the thing. That should have or all that. That don't matter when you in the opponent's face in that next game. When y'all in the playoffs, that what should have happened to the Giants won't matter. Them Rams are legit, dog.
Okay, yeah. So wait a minute. So I mean, I get what y'all saying, but you do know we boat raced them, right?
Yeah, no. Listen up. Out of the teams that have clinched the playoffs in the NFC, who do you have? You got the 49ers, you got the Cowboys, you got the Lions, Philly. You got the Eagles, and you got the Rams. Right. They've already clinched. So out of the people that have clinched, I don't see y'all having an issue with the Lions. I don't see y'all having an issue with the Eagles. I 100% believe, I'll put money y'all could beat the 49ers.
No,
It's
not
it's, it's
yet, not
only
yet.
the
No.
it's only the
Don't
Rams.
jump out there with that one. Don't jump out there
Man,
with that
look,
one.
we see the same 49ers. We see the same 49ers. We've been watching the same games. They're
Well, I
not
tell
as
you what,
good as people think that they are.
I tell you what though. Here's the sweet scenario about it though. If we lock up that number 2 seed, we're playing either Green Bay or Seattle.
Facts.
Seattle's
Facts.
a different team away from home. I just feel as though y'all gonna run through Seattle. I think y'all will run through Seattle. Easy. Green Bay, I don't know what you get with Love. I don't know. Is Watson gonna play? Reed is their number one receiver right now, right? I don't know what you
I think in the NFC for the Cowboys, the only team that they're worried about or should be worried about, because they're worried about the 49ers, which I don't know why.
Yeah,
The
that's
team
just
that they
because the 49ers own them in the playoffs right now. So
But I
they
promise if the 49ers and the Cowboys see each other in the NFC championship game, I'm putting all my money on the Cowboys. 100%
hey,
putting my money on the Cowboys.
listen. Now mark this on this date. Y'all would never thought I would say this, Zeus. I'm riding with Zeus on that too.
Bro,
If they see the
exactly.
49ers, I don't care where they play the 49ers. They could play them in the backyard. They could play them in San Fran. They could play them in Jerry's World. Dallas going to beat them 49ers.
Dallas
They
is
not
going to
worried
beat
about
them in the playoffs, man.
They going to beat them, dog.
The 49ers better hope that they don't run into the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because I've already called it. I've already said it. Before we played the 49ers, I said it's going to be the Ravens and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. After we played the 49ers, I said it's going to be the Ravens and the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. I said it. I called it. I'm leaving it at that. I do not foresee the 49ers having a good playoff run this year. I think the Ravens exposed them. I think whoever playoff team they run up against, they're going to use whatever formula that the Ravens use, and they're going to make it very, very hard for Brock Purdy. That's just what I
Dallas
believe.
Dallas will beat the 49ers, bro.
Dallas will beat them.
They gonna beat.
What are we
I
talking
haven't
about?
been wrong either so far on this 49er Dallas Philly situation. So far, all the way through this year. Dallas gonna beat them 49ers. And you say, well, maybe I was wrong because they didn't boat race Detroit. Well, they could have. They should have. They just didn't. It
They made
pan out.
mistakes. It was a couple mistakes.
Mistakes and turned the game. It made it a little closer than it was. But at the end of the day, I just don't see the 49ers beating them boys, dog.
Who is
Not
the
right
better
now.
defense?
You said what?
Who is the better defense out of those two? Because that's what's going to win the game. The better defense.
49ers.
Well,
By
okay,
none.
that's who
By none.
wins.
By none. It ain't close.
But listen, the thing is, they might have a better defense. They may have a better, and that's suspect right now.
No, they definitely got the better defense.
So here's what I've noticed about the 49ers defense. You keep them out on the field too long, they start to break. As any team does, no matter how good your defense is, you keep them on the field long enough, they start to break. What Cowboys need to do, they need some quick 3 and outs. Brock Purdy, quick 3 and out, get the defense back on the field. Keep them on the field. If you can keep the 49ers defense on the field, it don't matter if the final score is 9-6.
The number one thing, here's the thing. The number one thing that killed us in the last 3 times we played the 49ers was picks. He cannot throw picks.
Right.
If he leave it in their hands and let the game stay there, make smart plays when you can. You don't try for the big chunk plays. Just dink and dunk. And like I said, for the number one thing that's gonna hurt us in this playoff run is, one, I need my defensive coordinator to put the right personnel on the field, and then 2, we needed a bell cow. That's what's killing us. We need a bell cow. You know what I'm saying? But and my thing about this now, everybody went crazy. Oh, Jordan, you always going on Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis got an interception in the game. Jordan Lewis gave up that touchdown at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Jordan Lewis gave up that touchdown at the end of the game.
Yeah, facts.
So what I'm saying is, yeah, he got an interception, but he gave up that touchdown. And my problem was, the guy I've been advocating for all year long, they put him in the game Saturday night when Jordan Lewis or whoever was on the sideline, and he was strapping Laporta. And then on the last drive of the game, you put him back on the sideline. Why?
I got a question. How did Philly fall so hard, man? What they 0-4 now?
It's the defense, dog.
I think the defense took a hit when they gave up that D tackle, And
The defense is ranked 23.
and the fact that Hurts is trying to do too much and he really hurt.
Yes, he is hurt. Yeah, they got a hurt quarterback.
See, they did the same thing we did. See what they did? They did the same thing we did. They went out and got on them scat backs and they need a bell cow.
Hey, I'm gonna go back on that. That 49er defense is ranked 7th, and the Cowboys is ranked 8th overall through week 17. And the Cowboys allow 307 yards, and the 49ers allow 306 yards. The
Mhm.
Cowboys allowed 35 touchdowns this year, and the 49ers allowed 28.
I
They the
don't
better
know if you
defense.
know or not,
So
but your
they just
screen is
they're just
blank.
they're
Did it better.
just close, but they're close. They're close. The defenses are close.
But a lot of the stats that's added to the 49ers defense came from that Ravens game.
Yeah.
I tell you who scares me: Joe Flacco and the Browns.
But that's in the AFC. Yep, I agree. I Air Flacco,
What was
Air
that?
Flacco, Air Flacco.
Hey, listen, I still say to this day,
Won me a
I pick
chip
Baltimore.
in fantasy.
Listen, I pick Baltimore to beat them if they do see each other again. But I still think y'all did Flacco wrong, man. I think they did Flacco wrong, man.
I think
Who's
they did
y'all?
Flacco
Who's
wrong too.
y'all?
I think they
Who's
did
y'all?
Flacco wrong too. But
They did
at
Flacco
the end of
wrong.
the day, us fans, we're gonna love that game when they come see us. When they come to Baltimore to come see us, we're gonna love that game.
Who would have thought?
Be there.
Who would have thought? Hey, cuz, hey, listen, Bezel, any playoff game you go to, or any like say if you want to go to that Cowboy Commander game, I gotta be in the suite. I'm not going in that stadium. If you going, I'll do a suite, but I'm not going in that stadium. No.
I tell you what I hate about the Ravens, man. It seems like every time they give away someone that the fans clearly see have some talent, it comes back to bite them. That started with Priest Holmes, then it started with Harrison, who went to the
Harrison.
Steelers. Harrison used to play for the Ravens. He was on there. He was on their practice squad and he tried out for them and he was on the team. And then the Steelers came and got him. James Harrison, right? And so then now you have Flacco who basically knows the team. And but
He
I
don't
tell you
know
what I
these
do
boys.
see.
He don't
know
know
this.
these.
No.
He don't
But
know these
no,
boys.
he played with hardball, so he knows his tendencies. But I tell you what I see with
He do
Flacco.
know hardball.
He has one favorite receiver. If you take that one receiver away from him, then things get a little shaky. What is his favorite receiver's name for the Browns? I can't remember the cat's name, but he has that one
And
favorite
Amari
Joku,
receiver.
Cooper.
and Joku,
Amari
and
Cooper.
Joku is
Cooper.
and Joku is getting the yards, man, right now. And
Oh
it's
man,
in
Amari
Joku.
Cooper went for 200,
Okay, but in Joku,
263 yards,
and
bro.
look, listen, in Joku right now, he's hot. He's hot.
And
I
so is
He's
think
Amari
hot.
Cooper, bro.
I think y'all might have forgot who we
Okay,
are.
Roy Jones.
I think you might have, Mr. Graham the Great, you might have forgot who we are. We are the Ravens. We are the number one team in
Well,
football.
I am a
We
fan of the Ravens. I can't say we. I'm a fan of this.
Hey, listen.
we
Do you
we
know?
we we number one. We are them. Anything that I have said has already it's already come to fruition. It's already come to fruition. I already broke it down. We've done this podcast. We've done so many podcasts. Back in May, I told them they laughed me out. Him and Bezel laughed
Talk
me
you talk.
out.
No. Bezel is a Raven fan, so he didn't laugh you
Oh
out.
no, not Bezel. Who was
Okay.
the? It was Jay. It was Jay. It was Jay. It was
Yeah,
Jay. It
that
was
we
four.
did.
Jay and
Yes.
AK Apostle
Yes.
laughed me out when I
Yes.
said the Ravens are
Facts.
going 13-4. They might go 14-3 if we stay healthy. I got laughed out.
Facts.
I got laughed.
Facts.
That man, AK, he said I must be drinking something. I must
Facts.
be on the liquor. I must be on
Facts.
something. Here we
Facts.
are.
Here
Here we
me on my
are.
own show. Go ahead. Facts.
Here we
Well,
are.
okay. Well, look here, brother. I'm buying some lottery tickets tomorrow. So can I talk
Facts.
to you after the show?
Of
Yeah,
course,
facts.
man. I
Let
need
me
to
say
buy
this
some lottery
though.
tickets
Hey,
myself.
listen. I want to tell y'all something. Do you know how many storylines come with this Baltimore Ravens Cleveland game if they make it to each other? You know how
Oh,
many
that's beautiful.
storylines
That's
come for
gonna
that?
be
It's gonna be
beautiful if
No,
that
beautiful.
no,
It's
happens.
not
gonna be
just no.
beautiful.
Wait a minute. Let's go back. Let's go back a little further. Do y'all remember who Cleveland Browns really are?
Yeah.
This is gonna be beautiful. This is gonna be
You hear
this.
me? You
Who?
This
took
is
their
gonna be
team.
beautiful.
You took their team, brother.
Nobody took
You
the Cleveland Browns. The
you
Cleveland Browns
took
came
the
of their own
Cleveland
free will.
Browns. You took
They
their
didn't leave in the
team.
nighttime in some trucks like the Colts did. Nobody took their team. No.
Your
Look,
team is in Indianapolis. Your team is in Indianapolis, buddy.
look.
You know,
I'm gonna say this.
No. That's the
I'm gonna
team that
say
was
this real
taken
quick.
because look at what happened. The Colts moved. moved to Indiana, and they took the records and everything, which they know is a lie. That's a
Right.
lie.
So
That
listen.
shouldn't happen.
So here's the thing. So
Let's go.
the storyline between Cleveland and Baltimore, the expansion team situation, the Joe Flacco story, man, this is good tea. And y'all split this year, but each team won one game. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, this
And
this
then
be
Hot.
and then you have the second quarterback to win a Super Bowl coming back home against the young man who took his place and who's trying to win a Super Bowl. That's another
And
storyline.
the league MVP.
yeah.
Mm,
Students surpass the
mm,
teacher when we do see
mm,
them. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
We break the tie. That's just what it's gonna be. We
mm,
gonna win
I
it. You know.
I could tell you the one play that the Ravens
mm.
did dirty that I didn't like, which bit them the whole season. Anquan Bolden, he did not ask for more money. He simply wanted the bonus that he was promised, and they were like, "Nah, money, we can't afford it." They sent him to the 49ers where he got his bonus, but he didn't want to leave. He wanted to stay, and they put all their money into the tight end that could not stay healthy at all. He's not even playing anymore. I can't remember the tight end's name either, but he could not stay healthy. Could not stay healthy
No
whatsoever.
idea.
I'm gonna
No
tell you
idea.
this. I'm about to get off, but before I get off, it doesn't matter what happens the rest of this week 18. It will be the Ravens and the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. We gonna dog walk y'all. Obviously,
Not the
it
not the
is what it is.
Cowboys.
It'll be the Cowboys. I don't believe in the Eagles. As much as I want to believe in the Rams, they're a nice feel
We
good
not
story.
going to no Super Bowl, man. But Cowboy Nation, I love this. Now, this could be a setup, Cowboy Nation. Don't fall for this.
What? Don't fall for
Listen,
what?
the
We we we,
Bezel
we want to, listen. We
Bezel
want.
No,
and Zeus,
Hey,
Bezel and
bro,
Zeus
Brazil,
gonna
you
come
sit
know
there
on,
and
you
say
man.
know
all
why we
this.
want to see the
Listen,
Cowboys.
listen.
You know why we
Watch,
want to see
watch
the
this.
Cowboys.
Watch this. Listen. Don't y'all fall for this. They gonna say all these glowing things about us, and then as soon as we don't make it to the championship game of the Super Bowl, gonna come on my show and try to cut up. I know what
That's
y'all
not.
doing.
That's not. No, that. But no, that haven't been. That's not me this year. Straight up, I've been on there, and I've been on the record to say that Dallas Cowboys was the best team in the NFC East. I felt that way all year long. Have I been saying that?
Now you've
I've
been
been
Right?
saying
saying that.
that. I've been
I've been
saying
saying that.
mad good things
OJ
about the
Simpson said
Cowboys.
that too on another
I've been saying
podcast.
so many good things about the Cowboys. AK thought I was really trolling, man. I said Dak Prescott, in the middle of the year, Dak Prescott was in the running for MVP. I said what Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are doing is amazing. CeeDee Lamb has had a couple 150 yard plus yard games and stuff like that. And I've said that a couple times. I,
Dog,
I, I like
whoever
I like
thought
the way that the Cowboys
with
are set
Diggs,
up.
with them losing Diggs, everybody thought the wheels was gonna fall off when they lost Diggs.
Right, right, right.
Hold on. That dig, we still hurting for digs. That still hurts us. We haven't recovered from that.
All
Mm-hmm.
I know that Zach seems to be the only quarterback that can't get fired. He just can't. He can't get fired. Every year he falls short, but don't get fired.
he do something to keep his job. They be
I
one
think that's his
11
daddy
game.
that owns the team, man. I think that's his uncle or godfather or something that owns the team. I think so.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get
Yeah.
out of here. We're gonna get out of here. Any final word from my man Bezel from hold on. Okay, what we got going on here?
What's going on?
All right, so you know what? Since you here, let's get straight to the frying pan. Everybody, this is Charlie. Charlie seemed to think that Jalen Hurts is just not a good quarterback.
I didn't say that. Hold on. See, you putting words in my mouth. I said
Well, say
he's
what you
he's.
said.
I said he's a middle of the pack quarterback. He's not what you
I
think he
agree.
is.
I
I agree.
disagree. I
I've been
disagree.
riding with that too.
I
Yeah.
Who's
disagree.
your
So
team, brother?
that's the. I'm a Cowboys fan.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm a Cowboys fan. And you keep saying he's hurt. What's hurt on him? Don't say his legs because they still running design quarterback runs 10 times a game for him. If he was hurt, they wouldn't do that.
Is he run? Does he look like he's running it fluid like he was
Listen, if
in the?
if he was hurt and the playoffs is coming up, they wouldn't run him that many times.
I think they played. I think they play that kind of ball that they play to win them out if you're on the field or not. But what I'm saying is, does he look like he's running like he was earlier?
Right. The playoffs is around the corner. They're running him 10
It's
times
a.
or
I'm
more
not.
games. Listen.
Sir. What I need you to do is answer my question now, because I've asked you twice and you failed to answer it. One more time. Does he look like he's running with the same agility that he had earlier? Or does
It
he look
could be
like he's
mental,
hindered?
dog. It could be mental because something don't look right. And it's not.
Okay.
It doesn't look physical. It look like something just don't look right. If something don't look right
I
with
think
him,
I just think it's
mental.
the decision making. I think it's
It's a
his
mental thing.
decision making. It's man. I seen plenty of plays when he was back there with 4+ seconds, and didn't know who to throw the ball to.
I
So I
tell you
don't.
what, man, I'm gonna root for the Cowboys to get to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna root for yeah, because I want them to play the Ravens, and because how many years has it been now since y'all won the
We're not
Super
we're not
Bowl?
we're not doing that. We're not
Okay,
gonna
now
try to
listen,
back.
listen,
We're not we're
listen.
not we're not, we're not
No,
gonna
no,
try to
what I'm saying
backhand
is
this
that I'm
stuff.
gonna
We're
root
not
for
gonna try
them
to
to go to the
backhand this
Super.
stuff. We're not gonna
No,
try
no,
to
but
backhand this stuff.
no, but listen, I'm gonna root for them to go to Super Bowl. Then as soon as the Ravens win, I want them to call out Jerry Jones, and I don't want the whole team to go kneel in the middle of the field and see if Jerry Jones can fire him. That's what I want.
But
I never would have thought that. I never thought he was about to say that. But I'm a Raven fan too. But I do think that the Cowboys are the best team in the NFC right now. I have been saying that San Francisco was 1A, Dallas was 1B. I've been saying that all year. I never did believe Philly was the best
hey,
team in the NFC East.
I'm a Cowboys fan, but we can't beat the 49ers. We got to do some. I don't know,
Wait a minute. Let me say that.
man.
That's what
I
I was.
don't know.
Listen, I've been saying that. Me and him been on this podcast for 2 or 3 years saying something about. I'm saying they can't beat San Francisco. I think it's more of a mental thing. Right now, they look different, dog. They look different. And San Francisco
See,
looks
I think
flawed.
I think I, I think everybody listen. I think everybody saw that Ravens game. And what happens? You have a game like that, everybody go crazy. Did you write the team off? They still have that same talent on that team, defense and offense. They still have them. Now,
Listen,
Hmm.
the most
now,
valuable players on that team, and my boy on my podcast was like, and I was like, Doc, you crazy. He was like, the most valuable player on that team is the offensive line, Trent Williams and them guys. When they go down, that team looks so different. Let me tell you something. It's easy for Purdy to stand back there, Glock Purdy to stay back there when that line is protected. He got one of the best lines in the game. But right now, they kind of banged up, brother. And these teams, they ain't gonna get a goofy team one week, a good team the next week. In the playoffs, you playing all hitters.
I'm
I
just
just
worried
don't
about
think
their
San
running game, man. They run the
Francisco.
ball very, very well,
I'm not worried about the running game.
You
That's
talking about
and
the
that's
we
all
difference,
we
hype.
don't
y'all?
stop. We don't
That's all
stop the
hype.
run.
That's
We don't
that's
stop
that's
the
cap.
run,
That's cap. That's cap. That's
especially
cap.
against them.
That's cap.
Especially against them.
Hey,
Go
when
back and look
Debo
at the
them
numbers.
when they
Go back and look
played
at the
y'all,
numbers.
let me ask you this: when they played y'all, what was Debo numbers?
He don't never do good against us.
I'm saying
No, you
Neither
don't.
y'all
McCaffrey.
strapped it. That's what I'm saying. Y'all
He never could
strapped
do
pretty
it.
much.
No,
Y'all
but
don't.
the game got lost. That was the turnovers, bro. The game got lost at the
That's what I was
turnovers.
getting. That's what I was about to
That's what
get to.
cost us the game.
Y'all
That's
slowed
what
their
cost.
offense down.
That's
It
what
was the
cost. That
turnovers.
yeah.
Hmm
Now Ayuk got busy in the last game. Ayuk was
That's who I was trying to
tearing us.
remember. Ayuk, yeah, Ayuk.
Ayuk was tearing
I
us
love
up.
that kid, dog. That's a bad boy.
Ayuk was
But
tearing us up.
So with
No, no,
Christian
no. But
McCaffrey, what McCaffrey do to us last game?
50
okay,
yards.
the same thing he did to the Ravens. He was killing the Ravens when they played the Ravens until they beat.
Yeah, he kills everybody. I mean, hey,
Bro, okay. When we played him in the playoffs last year, he had 35 yards rushing. He had 50 the last game. That's not what's killing us.
and
Stop,
we let
stop,
who?
stop,
So
stop
who beat us last year?
in the
Brock
game.
Purdy. Yeah.
Yeah, you know why?
it was
Why?
Because
Brock.
your quarterback threw 2 picks.
Hmm Dak beat Dak. It was Dak. Dak
That's
beat y'all.
that's your
Dak who beat
quarterback.
y'all.
I've been arguing you about him for years, and you stand tall for him. I mean,
So
he's
watch this.
doing good this year.
No, no,
I don't
no,
got nothing bad
no,
to
no,
say
no, no,
about him
no,
this year.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna
I
tell
ain't
you
got nothing
who
bad to say
no,
about him
listen,
this year,
listen.
but
This who killed us in all them games. George Kittle was who killed us.
yeah, you're
George
right.
Kittle killed it.
Nah,
Cause listen,
Kittle did kill us. He did kill us.
McCaffrey had 19 carries for 50 yards, bro. That's nothing.
How
You
That's
many
talking about
nothing.
this
touchdowns?
year?
How many touchdowns? 2, 3?
One.
He only scored one time against us.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew y'all because I had him in fantasy in one of my
So,
leagues. I knew he didn't get busy.
and he only had 2 catches for 27 yards. And the last game, he had 51 yards total. He had 16 yards receiving and 35 yards rushing in the playoff game. That's not what's killing you.
But he's
Listen,
still scary though. He's scary.
no,
He's
no, no,
suffering
no, I'm
fear.
not talking about that.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
here's the issue. Well, apparently, listen to me, bro. Listen to me. Apparently, what we're running works against him. The problem is this: you need to find somebody for George Kittle, and Dak needs to stay in the game. You can't get spaced out when they start touching you.
Mm.
You got to stay within the rim of the game. That what that means is this. Watch this. You got a good kicker and you got a good punter, so you don't have to force nothing. Take the check
All
down.
right,
If
so
you
let me
got to
ask you
play,
this.
if you got listen, if you got to play the
Go ahead.
position game, field position game, play that game. Don't put us under by throwing picks. That's how we don't. That's how we stay in the game.
So do we
But
put 8 in the box? Do we put 8 in the box when we play the 49ers?
You can't. You can't do
We don't
that.
put eight in the box for nobody.
You can't do
That's
that with
not our
them.
game. That's not our game.
So
And why would you?
Kittle.
And why would you?
So because McCaffrey's a beast. What are you talking about?
If we, listen to me. Okay, if we played him 2 times, right? The first time he
Mm-hmm.
had 35 yards rushing on 16 carries. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
He's not the
Mm-hmm.
problem. But
How many
what killed
receiving yards he got? Because he don't just run the
16?
ball. He catch the ball out the backfield too.
You know what? Since you don't believe me, I'll show you better. I can tell you.
No,
I'll show you
I'm
better.
just saying. I'm just saying. You saying like he just run the ball. He catch the ball out the backfield too.
He
Am
had
I right or
51.
wrong?
Yeah,
Okay,
he's very
listen.
dangerous dude.
Okay, watch this. Watch this. In a playoff game, sir. In a playoff game, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had 51 total yards, 16 yards receiving, 35 yards receiving. 35 yards rushing. He is a beast, but he's not what killed you.
Yeah, it was how many picks did Dak throw? That's what killed you. I promise you it
2
was.
picks. The
That's
score
what
was
killed you.
19-12.
That's what beat you.
So, bro, that's not what killed you. Why you keep talking about
CMC
that?
is very.
No, but you
You
know
gotta
what?
keep eyes on him. He's very scary.
I hear y'all
Because
talk about the Cowboys.
only reason I said that because when you focal, but you said we don't put 8 in the box for him. But when you focal on
You shouldn't.
to
You don't
stop a
put it in the box for him.
Pacific person, then it opens
So
up for other people.
Other,
yeah.
yeah, that's
So
exactly.
they
That's
took him
yeah.
out of the game. They purposely.
So watch this. So watch this. So this is what. Let me tell you what this is why I've been advocating for this young man all year long, right? When we went to San Francisco last year, right? You had
Mm-hmm.
Deron Bland, Trayvon Diggs, and Israel Matumlaka as your corners. He shut Debo down. That's what kept us
Yeah,
in the
he
game.
held Debo.
He strapped Debo, but we didn't have nobody for Kittle. Kittle had
That's because
almost
he a
100
big dude.
yards.
That's because he a big dude with a little speed.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
and we play and when we played them this year, that Sunday night game, Kittle had 3 touchdowns. Kittle killed us. That's who killed us. George Kittle.
Okay, listen, I hear the Cowboy talk, but let me ask y'all a question. Let me see if y'all get it right. How are the Ravens actually winning these games like this?
How they do it? Because they well coached and they sticking and they
They're
sticking to their
very
formula.
to
They're a
me.
balanced team.
They're
They're
balanced.
Very balanced.
exactly. I was about to say that they're a very balanced team and they're very, very physical. They're the only
All that,
team I seen get more physical than the
all that's
49ers.
true, but it's that defense that comes and they'll make you rush. They'll hit you. They don't sack you all the time, but they'll make you rush. They'll hit you. They
Okay,
constantly come.
They
Every game
beating
they
you up.
come. They
That's what
come.
I'm
They
saying.
come.
They
They
beating
come.
you
They
up.
come.
Watch this. See, that's my point right there, right? When they played the 49ers, you see what they did? They put them great big safeties in the passing lanes. And every time Purdy went to throw the ball, they jump, tip drill. That's what them big corners do. So what I'm saying to about our team is this: why do you keep putting them 5'11", 190-pound dudes out there when you got a 6'4", 225 corner on the sideline? It don't
You
make
don't like
sense.
you don't like Gilmore, do you?
No, he ain't talking about Gilmore. He
No,
ain't
no, no.
talking about Gilmore.
Let me say this about Gilly.
He,
Let me say this about Gilly. Let me say this about Gilly. He's not a shutdown corner. He's not the Gilly that he was, but he's been solid. He's doing the best he can.
I think he's been decent.
No, no, no. He's done the best he could do. We
I
cannot
think he's
ask nothing
playing
else.
like a. I mean, and this not
No,
me being a Cowboys
no.
fan,
You
but I think
you're
he's
definitely
playing.
been a Cowboy fan.
I
And you should
think
say
he's
something to
been. I
that.
think he's playing. No, I think he's playing like a top 7 corner in the league right now. That's just me.
He
You know what I'm
absolutely is
saying?
not.
Like
He absolutely
You
is
talking
not.
about
crazy.
Gilly from Philly?
No, he talking about
Nah,
Stephon
I know
Gilmore.
who y'all talking about.
Nah,
He
I'm
is
talking
not.
about Stephon
He
Gilmore.
absolutely is not. He absolutely is not. He absolutely is
yeah.
not. But he's been solid.
So
He's been
who killed
solid.
him this year? Who
Who
killed him
killed
this
him?
year? Yeah. What
Ayuk for
receiver?
one. Ayuk was
How many yards are you?
feeding.
How many yards are you had on?
Yeah, like 55 and a touchdown. But it don't matter. It's how
I
he
mean,
did it.
did see, here you go.
Bro,
It's
listen,
how he
listen,
did it.
listen, 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 listen. When in the Miami game, when Waddle caught that bomb, that was on Gilly. That was on Gilly. Yeah. Both listen, our corners can be burnt, bro. Our corners can be torched. They can be torched. They
Yeah,
can be
we
torched.
our quarter's not that
The
fast. They're not that
Deron
fast,
Bland,
but
Deron Bland gave up a bomb Saturday. They can get got.
But y'all keep talking about the defense. I think I'm gonna say this from the eye test of me not being a Dallas Cowboy fan. I respect them. You know what I mean? And I always have. The thing is, I think, and maybe it's McCarthy. I don't know. He's such a dweeb, but I I feel as though like, man, what is going on with Pollard? I expected so
he
much more. I need to. He go. You gonna. He's got to come to play in the playoffs. Maybe it's something that I'm. Like I said, I look at McCarthy. I looked at the teams that he's coached before. You know what I mean? And
he's a change of pace back.
was it
He's a
Zeke?
change of
Was
pace
it
back.
Zeke? I never thought.
Like, yeah,
Not to cut you off,
we need a
Charles.
bell cow. We need a
I
bell
ask
cow.
you.
Go ahead,
I
Zell.
never
Go ahead.
thought. I never thought that with Zeke leaving, it would make Pollard worse. You feel what I'm saying? Or he wasn't. I thought he was go. His numbers was go. I thought they was gonna go up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Zeke.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, it's two different things that's going on. Let me help y'all out. Two things happening. One, that bell cow that takes some of them unnecessary rushes from him is not there. And two,
Hmm.
the old line ain't what it used to be, bro. Like now, here's something I'm gonna take. Here's a shot I'm gonna take at McCarthy and
Fall off
Jerry.
from last year. That line is a
Watch this,
big
watch
fall
this,
off from
watch this,
last
watch
year.
this, watch this, watch this. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna take away from them, right? There was no way on earth Tyron Smith should have been in that game Saturday. You could clearly see he was hurt. Clearly see he was hurt. Why he was out there, I don't know. They put him out there Saturday night because the dude that started in this place the week before against Miami was horrid. Now, my issue with that is this. Instead of doing that, why didn't you take Tyler Smith? I get it, he's playing good at guard. Put him back in left tackle for till the end of the year and then bring Tyron back in the playoffs. That's what winning football teams do. See, you got to use what you got, bro. You got to use what you
Yeah.
got. But you force your best lineman out on the field. You could clearly see he could barely move, son. He could barely move Saturday night. That was terrible to see my man out there struggling like that.
Okay, but when that happened, when we played the 49ers, what happened?
He had just got back. He was hurt then.
Huh?
He was hurt then.
Yeah, but I know that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When he wasn't on the field because he didn't start that game.
Watch this.
You know what I'm saying? So
Let me say something to y'all. We played 14 games without him last year, right?
yeah,
You took Tyler Smith and he started the entire season at left guard, at left tackle, right?
yeah,
What I'm saying is
yeah.
this: right now in the games where Tyron Smith is hurt, let him rest to get because you're gonna need him. You're gonna need him. Let
You
him
know what?
rest.
You're right. You're absolutely right because that game against the 49ers, we had two brand new starters, first time starting in the NFL, and we got trashed.
Um,
And
I'll
Dak
tell
threw
you.
three picks. And Dak threw three picks. Let me
I
say
mean, he
this.
didn't have no
Listen,
time.
listen, y'all. Listen. He checked out that game. The same way Purdy checked out against the Ravens.
I'm
Purdy,
about to.
look, Purdy checked out Monday night. Monday night, Purdy checked out.
I'm about to
He
check
checked
out
out.
myself, fellas. Y'all have a blessed day. Tell you the truth, I'm a big fan of the Cowboys too. I'm a big fan of Bass Reeves. I don't know about the Cowboys, but I'm a big fan of Bass Reeves. Y'all have a good day.
All right, hey, listen, we're gonna get out of here, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. Look, we got some stuff popping up this year. We just wanted to start the new year off right. I probably will be in studio either Wednesday or Thursday. I will be live in studio. You get that feel back. You know what I mean? And then we'll go from there. Bezel, tell them what you got going on, man, with the skits and all of that.
Yo, we got the skits coming up. A couple of them. As far as we building a Rocket Vision universe. kind of like what y'all see in Wayne, but a little different. We're gonna bring the reality. We're gonna have humor, but we also bringing like things as awareness to what's going on now, especially with our black folks, as far as how to interact with the police. How we gonna have skits of different things. Also, we got the podcast going on. We got t-shirts and merch going on. Um, we just trying to do it right, Apostle. And then not only that, man, I want to say this before I get off, because we ain't talk about this on here. I don't know if y'all watch college football, but today Alabama will be beat.
Don't tell me that.
Alabama,
They,
Alabama
they on my
is
ticket.
going.
Don't tell me that. They on my ticket. Don't say that.
Alabama is going down. That Michigan team, them
What
against everybody, and they
what about
going.
Penix? What about Penix? Is they gonna win?
See, I can't call that one. I really be real with you. Texas beat Washington.
Hmm.
Texas beat Washington.
You
Texas
know,
beat
you know what's
Washington.
crazy? I see a lot of the big name players that's set out of the bowl games this year, man. Like a
They
lot.
said
And my thing is, if they're already a lot of them are already millionaires because from the players getting paid this year, and I'm like, I mean, why not play in the bowl game? I mean, we understand you going in the draft like the quarterback from LSU, he ain't played today. I don't know if Bo Nix played, huh?
I don't know if Bo Nix played, but I know LSU QB didn't play because he opted not to play.
Marvin Harrison didn't play. Like they not playing, but they already millionaires entering the league. You know what I'm saying? So I'm confused.
They asked Georgia players. They said everybody came back because they didn't have to play. They felt like they didn't have to play. Why they said they love playing together. They wanted to play with their guys one more time. They love being on the field with them, and they wanted to
Mhm.
do it. But to be honest, man, a lot of players are opting out to play those bowl games. They don't want to get hurt. They're afraid they're gonna get hurt. They're afraid that they're not looking at it to help their draft capital. They just thinking like they don't want to go out there and risk injury, so they don't want
Yeah,
to take
because
that chance.
they don't know that a lot of draft experts they watch the championship game, see what you're gonna do under the lights. You know what I'm saying?
They want to see
But
that.
I got one question for both of y'all. Our boy from here with the Gonzaga, Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Y'all think he gonna pull it? Y'all think he gonna pull Eli Manning?
Say where he want to go. Where do you think he want to go?
I mean, because I mean, all year they've been saying he might stay depending on who get the first pick. He might stay in
They
school
said that he
and all of this.
Dallas one of his teams. Dallas, what was one of his teams? He was like he wanted to go to certain teams. I had it. I had posted it. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I think he comes out. I think he comes out this year and
No,
go
no, no, no.
to.
I think he comes out, but what I mean by pulling Eli, you know, when Eli got drafted by the Chargers, he said no, I ain't
Yeah, he
going
going
there.
to the
I
Chargers.
don't
Yeah.
want to play there. Yeah, that's what I mean by is he gonna pull a Eli?
I mean,
Where
Eli is
where
a
would he want to
manning,
go?
bro. Eli is a manning, bro. Eli is a manning.
Where would he go? Where would I mean?
You make my point, cuz Eli did that because he already came from money, and that's what I mean. Caleb Williams he's coming from money already. So would he pull an Eli just to play for the team he want to play for?
I don't know if he got the
No,
same pull as a Eli though,
he
man.
don't have the same leverage.
Eli was already grandfathered in. Eli was already
Archie, he
grandfathered in through his father and his brother.
Archie. It was through Archie. He was Archie.
Yeah,
Archie had that. But I
No,
I I,
but no,
I
by the
don't
time,
know.
but no, by the time Eli got him, Peyton Manning was already him. You know what I'm saying? Peyton Manning was
yeah, he
Well,
him.
was, he was, he was.
listen, Archie was behind that deal. I remember when that happened.
I
Let me
get
tell
that.
you
I'm
something.
saying though, but what I'm saying is the Mannings have been part of football forever. That's what I'm saying. They was considered
Yeah.
football royalty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If that,
Well,
that's true.
I don't know if Caleb,
I would say this to you. I would say this to you. I don't know, but if he came out first, who got the first pick? Is it Chicago?
I
I
If he
mean,
think so.
right
if he
now,
yeah, so Fields starting to play better. I don't know, dog. I know
I
that
wouldn't
boy
get rid of
Jaden
Fields.
Daniels. Jaden Daniels might go first. He
I
ain't
don't
third,
know.
but he might go first.
Hey, you know who
Now
he remind me
Carolina got
of?
number. Oh, the
Hey,
Bears do got the
Daniels
first pick.
Jaden Daniels remind me of Pat White. You remember Pat White
Oh,
from
right
West
now,
Virginia?
right now, you ain't lying, cuz right now, y'all the number 2 pick in the draft.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The Commanders, partial y'all. You know, I pull for the Commanders.
So
Well,
Commanders
hey,
sit.
he
So
might
look,
want to come home and play. He might
so
want to come
Commanders
home and play.
Like my boy
sit
said,
everybody.
nothing from nobody. Listen, my boy said that we don't want him. We don't want him in DC because anybody that come home, they don't play good. Let him play someplace else. Come back to the
Hey,
area, don't play good.
but look, man, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here, fellas. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Let's talk sports, y'all. Before y'all get me in trouble.
I'll be back. I'll be back on here Wednesday, cuz.
All right, man. You need to come outside more often.
I'm about to. I'll be back
All
on here.
right.